Hi, welcome. Typically, Excel workbooks look like this. Excel has no table of content, and that's why it is tough for others to get the whole story behind your data. There is also no granular sharing functionality in Excel. You always need to give full access to your workbooks. Sharing Excel content is an unsolved problem, and we all know that rows and columns usually are not the best user interface for our end users. This is why we've built airrange. Let's open this workbook in airrange using our Excel add-in. It is done with one click. airrange starts with an automatic overview of your workbook assets. This is like a table of the content generated based on your assets. All your worksheets, charts, tables, or named ranges in one overview, even the most relevant cell values. You can access, share, and optimize each of these elements individually. You also can see which information you shared with whom. airrange is integrated into Microsoft 365 and fully respects your organization's security settings. Let's have a closer look at one of our named ranges. It is only a tiny area from your workbook, but it is still fully functional. You can share it with your coworkers to start a data entry workflow. Define the variables of your workflow. Set a timeline if needed, or add a description and define how and with whom you want to share this content. Then share this element by email, link, or Microsoft Teams. There is no need to give access to the whole workbook. You can also optimize this snippet to make it more intuitive. Hide columns or rows, or define the editable areas. This range is always connected with your workbook. That means, if you change cell values, all cells are recalculated with the power of the entire workbook, even with references from outside this range. You will be notified when your team members start working or the status of this element changes. airrange includes full change tracking, and you can always see what information was changed when and by whom. You can also rearrange your elements and create new documents. airrange lets you create reports that are always live connected to your workbooks. Creating a report is very easy. Drag and drop the elements and from our toolbox. And add layout information, rich texts, or images. All these reports are fully responsive and can be used even on mobile. You can share them or integrate them into a web page. No more need to create PowerPoint files by hand. Reporting has never been easier. You can also integrate cell ranges, database views, or app elements. Excel is often used for calculations and scenarios. Imagine you have an Excel model with input and output variables. In this example, it is an offering calculator for your sales team. But no one wants to work with an Excel workbook when he talks to a customer. airrange helps you to build easy-to-use app interfaces on top of it. You can add typical app elements like buttons, sliders, or charts and link them to your cell information. Drag your elements from the toolbox into the app layout. Then you can define all detailed settings inside the property editor. We link the editor with a cell from our workbook in this example. Now let's add a dynamic chart to this app. Get the chart tool from the toolbox and open its property editor. airrange knows all your existing charts and lets you select the one you want in your app. It was never easier to create a no-code app based on the whole logic of your workbook. The best, whenever you change the rules inside your workbook, the app will be updated. airrange uses the official Excel API to talk to your workbooks. That's why the apps are 100% compatible. You can share apps with individual people, your team, or publicly. Why not integrate it into your website or send a link to your customers? Using airrange, your Excel files never leave your organization. Working with Excel content has never been easier. Go to airrange.io and try it for free. Ciao, ciao.